Hi everybody, I'm Jessica. Good to see so many people here. As you know, I've been asked to come along and give you some advice about how to break into the music industry. And before I start, I gotta make it clear that this talk is for people wanting to work with and for artists, not to actually be musician, okay? Right? So I've been in the music biz for quite a number of years now, and I've worked with a lot of amazing people. So here are my tips for what they are worth. First of all, I know a lot of you are thinking about further degrees, but forget the MBA. This business is much more about experience than qualification, so it's better to start working as soon as you can. Easier said that easier said than done. You might say, but I'm talking about any kind of relevant work experience. Don't panic, you can start small. Go along to your local music venue or a small music company in your hometown and see if there's anything you can do. It could just be selling tickets on the door. You will get to meet people, and one thing might lead to another. Obviously, paid work is better than unpaid, but you have to start somewhere. You need to be in an environment where you are learning stuff and making contacts. A question already? Yes? What about being an intern? Are there many internships available nowadays? There definitely are some, not a huge number, as you know. It's a very competitive industry, but the bigger companies certainly do take on people. And if you get your foot in the door at a big place, you have really got to prove your worth. Show the higher ups that you have some kind of unique skill or knowledge, maybe something to do with social networking or even knowledge of the music scene in the place you grew up. If you possibly can let them see that you have something special to offer, and with any luck, they will keep you on. Remember that companies often want interns because they are young and have their fingers on the pulse. Show them that you know what's going on, what people are listening to, how to find new acts, and so on. Find a cool app that they don't know about. Okay, another question. How important is networking? Meeting people and making connection is absolutely vital. If people see you as an ambitious networker, if they think you are just using them, that's not so good. Nobody wants to feel like a stepping stone in someone else's career, but people are often willing to give younger people the benefit of their experience. And of course, we are all susceptible to a bit of flattery. So my advice is to find people in the business you genuinely admire and ask them questions. If you are an intern, start with your boss, then move on to others in the building. After getting your boss's permission, it's also good to chat to anyone who shares your passion for music, people on the door in clubs, bands member, fans, or music executive. You never know what information might be useful or which contact may help you in the future. Oh, and one other point about networking, bear in mind that nowadays the personal and professional lines are sometimes blurred. That means that anything you post online, your friends to see can also be seen by potential professional contacts. Make sure that everything people can see about you reflect the image you want to project. And next question from over there. You have talked about the music industry, but I'm not sure what kind of jobs are available exactly. Could you give some example? Sure, and that's a good point. You need to work out what you're best at and what you feel most passionate about, and let that guide your career path. Your career path. It could be working in publicity, promoting artists, working in H&R, that stand for artist and repertoire, discovering new talent and matching artists up with musical collaborator, booking acts for TV show, helping a new band become successful by working with their management team, and of course, now there are hundreds of jobs connected to the internet. You could be managing a website or blogging for a label, or social media manager for a band, running their social media channels. And things are changing so fast. A lot of the music portal we use today have only been in existence a short time. Who knows what's coming next and what new jobs will be created? Thanks, that's really useful. I also wanted to ask how you deal with celebrities. Have you worked with many? We have quite a few. The main thing is not to be starstruck, just treat them as client. It's a business relationship. If you get tongue-tied and clam up, everyone will feel awkward. The other thing is that the unknown singer of today could be the star of tomorrow. So you need to treat everyone with respect. I remember right. Part 2. Morning everyone, quiet please, right? Okay. So today I'm going to give you some advice to help you prepare for the exam next week. So make some notes as I'm talking. Please, everybody ready? Now while you're studying, eat food that give you energy. Don't be tempted to eat sweet or drink cola. Sugar won't help you study, but fruit and cereals will. Apples actually are especially good. Find a comfortable place with plenty of light when you study, but not too comfortable or you are fall asleep. Try and keep a positive mind. It is easier to study when you are positive and relaxed. Now, if you start feeling anxious, have a little break. Go out for a stroll around the block. Don't try to learn everything. There isn't time. Just choose the important things, the things that will get you the most point in an exam. And if you aren't sure about this, ask me. First, learn the main ideas and don't worry too much about the details. If you have time, you can come back later and read the details. Make notes of these key points and read them. Then cover them up and try to remember all the points. Now it might be boring, but repetition helps you to remember. Use past exam paper to study. They will help you understand what kind of question come up. There are plenty of past exam papers in the library. You can photocopy them and take them home. Take regular breaks while you're studying. A 5 minutes break every half hour is usually enough. Get some fresh air and stretch your arm and legs. Drink a glass of water too. It's important to keep hydrated. And last but not least, good luck. I'm sure you all do your best. Part 3. What even first triggers Chicken's little spear, and how does she interpret it? The first triggered Chicken Little's fear is whack. Something hit her head and she thought the sky was going to fall and she must have told to the big boss. How do the other animals respond to Chicken's little claims about the sky falling? They all want to come with Chicken Little too to tell the info to Big Boss. What mistake do animals make when they meet Foxy Woxy? The animals' mistake was they trusted Foxy Woxy to show the way to Big Boss. In the end, they, Chicken Little, Cocky Loki, Ducky Doodles, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey were in Foxy Woxy's cave. Describe the journey of the animals. What repetitive pattern is used in the story? Chicken Little wanted to tell about skies were going to fall to Big Boss. When she went along, she met Cookie Lookie, Dookie Doodles, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey. Subsequently, they wanted to came with Chicken Little to tell the info to Big Boss, but then ended in Foxy Woxy's cave. Make a note and retell the story. Elizabeth shares a requested story about Chicken Little and her friends, Cookie Loki, Ducky Doodles, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey. While picking corn, Chicken Little believed the sky is falling after being hit on the head and decided to inform Big Boss. On their journey, they encounter Foxy Woxy, who claims he can lead them to Big Boss. Trusting him, they follow him to his cave instead, where they are eaten one by one. Before entering, Cookie Lucky warns Chicken Little, who escaped, and never tells Big Boss about her fears of the sky falling.